So today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I do a coolant flush on a Toyota Mr2. This one is a V6 2GR swap. This is a dedicated track car as well. And then the tool that I use is called the Air Vac Coolant Refiller. And inside here, they got you a bunch of fittings, rubber fittings for the water neck over there. So what I have, so this one you find the right one that pretty much fit into the water neck. So this seems to be perfect. And then the kit, it comes with this kind of like a adapter for the valves. This piece right here, this is what's gonna go into the coolant, and it's gonna suck out from here. And then I use this clamp to kind of clamp it in place into a bucket or whatever. And then this is the main adapter piece right here. So right now, when it goes perpendicular, it's off, and this means on. That's gonna flow in, and it doesn't flow out anymore. So what I usually set everything to off. So this piece is gonna go over here. And what you wanna do is you wanna twist this piece, and this is gonna expand this rubber fitting. So what you wanna do is you wanna put it in, nice and snug, and then just twist. And there we are. So it's nice and tight, okay? And this is gonna go into your little bucket of coolant or whatever. And then this is gonna go into your air hose. Air hose goes in here. You turn the valve. It's gonna release air going out this way. And this part, it's gonna suck air from inside your system. It's gonna go air through in here and then come out here. While you keep this locked, okay? So once I stick it on, air hose goes in, release the valve on, air blow out this way. You turn this piece, this is gonna suck air from the system and then out, okay? All right, let's go hook up the air hoses, and then I'll show you what's going on. Okay, here's my bucket of coolant, fresh coolant. I use a plastic bag, so that way clean plastic bag, so there's no contamination, any dirtiness inside there. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up the system, and the air hose is already nice and full. So here's the air hose. We're gonna go over here. Oops, sorry. So we're gonna stick this in here. The adapter, air hose go into this one. Pretty much hook up the hose to the adapter. I open the valve so that way air can come from the system out into the adapter, okay? So make sure everything's tight. And once I'm gonna open this valve, you see the vacuum starting to suck. So right now we have negative PSI vacuum from the system. So we're gonna wait until the needle stops. So as you can tell, it's still vacuuming. You see the coolant hose right there? It got sucked in. So that coolant hose has been sucked all the air out of the system. Same thing from the front as well. So right now it's drawing all the vacuum, all the air away from the whole radiator, all the coolant lines, everything. So that way it's gonna create a vacuum inside the system. And it looks like it's pretty good. All right, it looks like it's been like that for a while. What you wanna do is you wanna close the valve from the adapter over here, and then we're gonna close the vacuum, and we're gonna check if this thing drops. So I'll leave it like that for about maybe a minute or two, and then see if this thing lose vacuum. If there's a loose vacuum somewhere, it means your system has a leak somewhere. So that's how you detect if there's any leaks in the future. So we'll leave it like that for a while and then come back Okay, and then we'll check if there's any kind of vacuum leak. All right, it's been about 5 minutes already, and there is no leak in the system whatsoever. So it stayed around 23-ish. Okay. Also, remember to open up the AC. If you are having AC, turn it to fully hot, so that way the valve can open, and then they can travel through your heater core and everything else. But yeah, everything else, all the coolant hose back here is nice and small. It's got sucked out. That big one right there, I think I've been sucked out, and underneath all the vacuum hose has been like sucked out. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the coolant. So that's the bucket right there that I have with coolant, and then we're gonna go ahead and put coolant into the system. Okay. So off, and then we're gonna open up this valve very slowly. Okay. So the vacuum is gonna slowly go down to zero, go up to zero, and then once it hits 0, it means your whole system has been filled with coolant. So, and then you're gonna check the coolant gonna get sucked up right now. There we go. Let's take your time on it, and just keep an eye on the bucket. Make sure there's always coolant inside this bucket. Okay. So, as you can see, and you can just release it slowly more. I don't know if you can hear it or not. There we go. And it's getting sucked in right there. So now coolant is being drawn into the system. And then you're gonna see this thing slowly poof back up to normal shape. And then you'll see the needle is gonna raise all the way back up to 0. So now it's at -21. So this is what I found the best way to do a coolant flush field. So yeah. And if you open it all the way, it's gonna drain a lot quicker. So I just take my time on it, you know. Probably go like half open. But, yep. All right, I got my little funnel here. Let's go ahead and fill up with some coolant. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and start the engine. Let the engine warm up. Thermostat open up, and then let the water pump do its work, pumping all the water around your system. All right, let's go ahead and start the car. Let it warm up. The heater is full blast.